On today's podcast, I got Zero Mask, aka Robbie. Let me just take a little phone conversation and drop it here, baby. What's up? Once again, I'm taking a phone call with Zero Mask, aka Robbie.
What's up? Good day, everybody. Good day.
Welcome to Big B Social Club.
All right.
Another day of podcasting. Thank you for taking the call, Robbie.
Yep, no problem.
So I've been looking into the United States dollar. I know a lot of Americans know what's happening with this dollar. What are your thoughts on the United States dollar?
It's definitely losing its value
It sucks.
because of everything that's going on with the president, with the administration, with the government. So
It sucks. Do you know other countries do not take our currency anymore?
I did not know that. You just put me onto that.
Yeah, Iran doesn't take it. China doesn't take it. Russia doesn't take it. There's a lot of South American countries that don't want to fuck with our money no more.
I got to tell you, gold and silver, the new, the way to go.
I like gold. I like silver.
I like silver personally.
I know you don't like Bitcoin. I like Bitcoin.
It's not that I don't like Bitcoin. I don't know enough about it, and I never did any homework on it to know.
I respect that. At least you're being honest.
Yes.
I just don't see the United States dollar is not backed up by anything. What's it backed up? I remember back in the day, it used to be backed up with gold.
Gold, silver.
What's it backed up with now? Hocus pocus.
It's backed up with your tax dollars right now.
Fairy tales, fugaziness.
Your tax dollars.
How about all these people with retirements, pensions, and they're on fixed incomes, and the United States dollar just keeps going into shit.
Correct. So that's what backs up the United States dollar. Their
Shit?
pensions, their retirement, your pension, your retirement, all that. Your house, your taxes.
It's not enough, dude. It's not enough. A dollar, I think, is worth about 70 cents. It's gonna get worse. I don't believe in the United States dollar no more. Obviously, I needed to pay bills, to fucking fuel.
You definitely needed to pay bills.
To fuel my car. That's why when I tell people in the future, I don't want to drive. I don't want to drive. I don't want to go out where I have to pay fuel. We have fuel. Why the fuck don't we use fuel?
That's a good question. I personally would love to use it, but I think it's the people on the left do not want that done.
Oh, you're back
So,
with the left talk.
I shouldn't even bring that up. But
Oh, bring it.
No, there are
Hey,
some.
let's keep it real. We have fucking fuel and we're not using it.
There are people that do not want to use the fuel. There are people that want to save the environment, which is all good,
So
and
today,
that's why they don't want to use the fuel here.
today on this podcast, before I got to the podcast studio, I did fill up my gas tank, or I did a half a tank. It was $3.47. So if the gas,
Hold on, let me stop you for. It was $3.47 at one of the cheapest gas stations.
Yes.
In Newburgh.
yes, because I'm conservative where I buy my gas. But what happens if it goes up to $4.50, if there's either war conditions or inflation keeps going? I just don't know how people are going to survive. I just don't know how people are going to do it.
I'm not a smart guy, but you know that is going to go up. And what's going to happen is people are going to start to use their credit cards more, which they're already doing. They're going to get into debt, and that's what's going to happen.
I think people are already in debt. That's why I go with everyone I talk to. Yo, you could have fun with no money. If you get paid on Friday, do you have the tolerance to not use the money until the next Friday? That's not financial advice, but I think people get paid and are forced to use all their money at once. There's no rollover money no more. No one talks about savings. No one talks about IRAs. No one talks about Roths. No one talks about the future. They're just living check to check. That's what I'm feeling the world's doing, and it fucking sucks.
It sucks. What's the problem is nobody has the money to save. They cannot do it. They have to put food on the table, or they have to pay their bills, or they have to pay their mortgage or their rent. So what would you rather do?
And,
Save or have the roof
how
over
about
your
if you
head?
have little beaks and they
That's
have
correct.
needs? You need clothes, shelter. You need to freaking sometimes entertain. If you're gonna put them in a sports event, it costs us fucking money.
And some people are sending them to work at the age of 16,
17. So I know you and me bounce on this idea. I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I try to take what I read from Rich Dad, Poor Dad and give it to my son, the ideologies out of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He wants to get a job. I told him, you're better off volunteering or doing something either at a school program or doing something where he could still be a child. If he gets into the workforce now at 15, 16, he's going to be used to being in the workforce, and that's not the way you should live your life.
That is true. I was one person that got into it early, which helped me out later on in life right now. But for a child, no, they shouldn't be working. They should be going to school or doing something to better themselves in the future.
You got all your life to go to work. Yeah, you're basically. This is what I tell younger kids. You got all your life to go to work. Get off the fucking social media. Get off the Instagram, the YouTube. Granted, I'm on it. I post and go, but I'm a fucking adult. Go get what you want to do and decide what you want to do when you get older, or semi-decide what you want to do and tackle and focus on that versus going. And there's nothing wrong with it, going to work at McDonald's, Jiffy Lube, Home Depot, when you're going to have time to work all your fucking life.
Right. That's right.
Think about it.
That's right.
You miss school dances. You miss basketball games, football games. Shout out to Finger Roll Beaks. And then you grow up and you're like, fuck, now I got to work for the next 20, 30, 40 years.
That's right.
Or is this, and is it just in this country?
I don't know. I believe it's probably just in this country because I'm pretty sure in other countries you have to work and they have to send their kids out to work.
I think job is just another way of being polite. You are a slave to an occupation.
Well, yeah.
It sucks. It sucks. Think about it. You give 40 hours to a job and you're barely not fucking making it. Some people, I think we talk about this all the time. Some households have to work 3 jobs. One parent works 2, the other parent works 1 because they just can't make it.
You did mention that many times, yes.
It's fucking nuts.
Yes.
Whatever happened to back in the day where a dad could have a job and cover the family, or a mom and a dad both had a job and they didn't have to do 3, 4, 7 side hustles just to make ends meet.
Well, the prices are through the roof now, so it doesn't work out that way anymore. People have to work, and then you have to get another job.
So people have to work.
You can't have any more fun.
People have to work, but a lot of people are not working. They're fucking home, being lazy, and that's what fucking causing me to have to pay so many fucking taxes.
That's correct. And this administration pays people to stay home. Well, I mean, if it was me, yeah, I definitely would want to stay home. Why would I want to go to work?
It's fucking home, nuts.
Relax, watch Netflix, and get paid. I would do that. Yes.
There is now hiring signs everywhere you go in New York.
Yeah.
When I talk to people and they say I can't find a job, you're not fucking looking. Instead of going to Wendy's to eat your little happy, no, that's McDonald's. Eat your fucking Happy Meal. Go out and go get a fucking job because there's tons of them out there.
What is wrong as an adult working at Wendy's and working at McDonald's and making?
You can work 2 jobs.
You can work 2 jobs, right?
If life is really fucked up,
right?
And you hear a lot of people with excuses. If life's really fucked up, what happens is they're embarrassed. Oh man, I got to work at Wendy's. Listen, if that was my only option, I would probably do what you just said. I'll work Wendy's, McDonald's, and still be doing Big Beaks.
Right.
You got to pay the fucking bills. I don't want big government giving me money. That's fucking stupid.
Yep.
I think they promote laziness when you have big government constantly giving you a check. How about the stimmy? I'm sure people are just waiting for another stimmy to go ball out.
And it's going to come. You know it's going to come.
Oh, it's going to come by like election time.
Yep.
Stimmy time.
Vote for me. Stimmy. It's coming.
It's bad times. So there's a lot of other things I would like to address, but let's keep this phone call short. Thanks for jumping on.
Yes.
Once again, Zero Mass, aka Robbie.
Yeah, big shout out to my daughter Noelle that plays basketball and everybody else out there.
Noelle out there doing her finger roll big stuff. Yep. You keep going, keep going, keep going. This concludes the episode with Robbie. Stay tuned, share, follow, do whatever the fuck you want with this video.